Hello and welcome again to Peculiar Perceptions. I am your host, Princess Cronneitt. And this week, I want to talk about something that I guess we all know, but just don't pay attention to, right? Your life is what you make it. This week, I want to talk to you about choices. Wherever we are in life, it's because of a choice that we made, whether a good one, a bad one, maybe an investment, maybe a bad investment, good investment, maybe we loan too much, maybe we use too much credit. Whatever the case may be, you are where you are right now because of a choice. You're living where you're living because you chose to move there. Or if you're a child or a student, your parents chose to move there. Either way, a choice got you in the position that you're in. So what I want to speak to you about is your future choices. You can't change your past, so it makes no sense to dwell on it. You can't change where you are right now without going forward. So what I want to speak to you about is taking the time to plan out your choices. This is something that I'm doing, and it's working. By taking the time to plan out my choices, writing it down. I'm always telling you write it down every week. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Because I'm a writer. I like to write. But what I also understand is when you write it down, it comes from the inside out. And now you're able to see what you subconsciously have inside already. So in making choices, sit down and analyze it. Do research. When business owners are getting their businesses going, they do research. They go online or they check out the businesses. They check what their competitors are going to do, who their competitors are. They do all these things. So your life is your business. Your life is the biggest investment that you will ever make into you. We'll call it You Incorporated. Okay? Invest into you. Go back to school. If you don't want to take out loans, try financial aid. If you can't go get financial aid, get a part-time job. Do a class 1-by-1. Invest into you. Make choices that will bring you to a place in life where you no longer have to be down about where you are. Maybe you have everything. Maybe you're wealthy. You have money. You have things, material things, but your mind isn't right. Take that time. Go to church one Sunday. And don't just go to a church where it's just, I like to meet. No. Go to a church where they're teaching from the Word and you can walk away with something. Going to church is not just going to a building like in the music. It's going so that the Word can be invested into you, planted like a seed, and it can blossom like a tree. Now, if you're going for any other reason, you need to reevaluate. But pay attention to your choices. Your choices should not be something that by the time, you get a certain way in your life, you're beating up on yourself. No. Just take a step back and do a reevaluation. Write it down. Do the research. Even with your friends. Your choice of friends. What's going on? What's going on with them? What are they doing with their life? What are they telling you? Are they encouraging you to do the right thing or the wrong thing? Where exactly do they want to take you? What exactly do they want to teach you? What are you getting out of that relationship? Is there reciprocity? Are you giving and getting as much as you're giving? Or are you getting more than you're giving? There's a problem there. Do an evaluation of the choices that you're making. And then you have to see the source of your choices. Where did you learn to make the choices the way that you make them now? Is it from a family member? Is it from your history, your past? Are you making choices based on bitterness, based on resentment, based on anger? Where are you making your choices based on? What are you making your choices based on? As a unique person, your perception will always be different. The way you see things will always be different. But make sure, even if you're seeing it differently, it's in a positive limelight. Your choices should not just benefit you, but it should also be a blessing to others. And not them more than you. There must be a balance. So in evaluating your choices, make sure you're giving, but at the same time, you're also giving to yourself. I had a big problem with incorporating me into my plan. Kind of silly, I know. But that was my problem. Incorporating me into my plan. So I made all these choices and not realizing that when I put others before me, I put others before my husband, others before my children, others before me. And then at the end of the day, others were happy and I was miserable. Why? Because my choices were off. When I had a little money, had more people around me. You know, everybody want to hang out. Okay, let's go. Princess pay for lunch. And then at the end of it all, when the money was gone, so was them. They were gone too. My choices. Now, if I had invested that money in taking my children to Disney World, the money that I invested, I would still see it because I would have the memories, the joy of enjoying time with my kids. Pay attention to your choices. Choose wisely. When you're eating, I'm working on my weight. Y'all will see me coming down in the videos. Because I'm choosing to eat better. Not just to be slim or skinny, but to be healthy. Because health produces longevity. Pay attention to what you choose to eat. Pay attention to what you choose to feed your spirit. What are you looking at on TV? What kind of music are you listening to? How are you going to function in the future based on what you're doing now? Your choices is going to determine a lot in your life. Everything is a choice. The good, the bad, the indifferent. So my word to you, from one friend to another, pay attention to your choices. Choose wisely. And even when you're making your choices, even in making decisions, it's okay sometimes to get, your pastor if you go to church, or maybe you have an advisor, somebody that you speak to, wise counsel, not somebody that's going to go, no, somebody that's going to give you wise counsel. You speak to them. I'm planning on doing this because constructive criticism is good. It's necessary. In some cases, most cases, it's necessary. If you're like me, you get an idea every 2 minutes, constructive criticism will save you a lot of money. Go get it. Work on you. Work on the choices that you're making while I work on me and the choices that I'm making. I am your host, once again, Princess Cronneitt, here for Peculiar Perceptions, highlighting the potent potentials of unique people. You are unique. Enjoy yourself. God bless you. Have a good week.